Welcome to Star Watch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next.
The racing world in China is no longer just about engines, lap times, or professional drivers. Something much bigger is happening behind the scenes, and at the center of this growing storm stands Wang Yibo. After spending nearly 10 months away from the spotlight, many people quietly believed his influence was beginning to fade. But instead of disappearing, he returned stronger than ever, reportedly securing a massive commercial partnership worth hundreds of millions. What shocked people even more was not the number itself, but the direction of his comeback. It was not focused on television dramas or music stages. It was racing. Almost overnight, motorsport events that once struggled to attract young audiences suddenly became impossible to ignore online. Videos from racing circuits spread rapidly across social media platforms. Airport crowds grew larger. Fan banners appeared beside racing garages. Sponsors began paying attention to a sport that had previously remained outside mainstream entertainment culture. And now, many people are asking the same question. Is Wang Yibo simply enjoying a personal hobby? Or is he becoming part of a much larger commercial strategy involving China's biggest automotive companies? For years, motorsport in China was considered a niche interest. Compared with football, basketball, or entertainment programs, racing felt distant from ordinary audiences. It required technical knowledge, expensive equipment, and enormous financial support. Many young people admired luxury sports cars, but very few truly followed professional racing championships. That reality is now changing faster than anyone expected. The arrival of celebrity influence has transformed the atmosphere completely. Racing is no longer being presented only as a technical sport. It is becoming entertainment, lifestyle, fashion, and national ambition all at once. This shift explains why companies such as BYD are investing enormous resources into motorsport development. To many outsiders, it may seem risky to spend hundreds of millions on racing projects, but for major automotive brands, the racetrack is no longer just a place to test speed. It is becoming a stage for reputation, technology, and public influence. The logic behind this strategy is actually very simple. Modern consumers no longer choose products based only on performance. They choose stories. They choose identity. They choose brands that make them feel part of something exciting and ambitious. Motorsport creates exactly that emotional atmosphere. Every race carries tension, pressure, teamwork, and national pride. When audiences connect emotionally to those moments, the commercial value becomes extremely powerful. This is one reason why Wang Yibo's appearance in racing has created such a strong reaction. He did not enter the motorsport world as a traditional athlete. He entered as one of the most commercially influential celebrities in China. Some people questioned whether a superstar could truly belong in a professional racing environment. Others argued that his popularity might bring unnecessary attention into a technical sport. Yet despite those debates, one fact became impossible to ignore. He brought visibility. Suddenly, younger audiences who had never cared about racing before were searching for information about endurance competitions, pit strategies, and racing teams. Fans began learning the language of motorsport because they wanted to follow his progress. Event organizers noticed increased attention online. Sponsors recognized a new commercial opportunity. Racing, once considered distant and exclusive, started entering mainstream youth culture. This transformation reflects a larger shift happening inside China's automotive industry. For decades, European brands dominated global motorsport culture. Legendary teams and manufacturers controlled much of the prestige surrounding racing technology. Chinese companies often remained outsiders, trying to prove themselves worthy of recognition. But today, domestic manufacturers are no longer satisfied with staying in the background. They want to compete directly on the world stage. That ambition explains why motorsport matters so much right now. Racing is not simply about trophies. It is about engineering confidence. It is about proving technological capability under extreme conditions. Every successful racing project improves brand image, attracts attention, and strengthens public trust in a company's innovation. This is especially important during the rapid rise of electric vehicles. Competition between automotive companies has become more intense than ever before. Every manufacturer wants to appear faster, smarter, and more advanced than its rivals. Motorsport provides the perfect environment to display that image. A strong racing presence tells consumers that a company is not only selling cars, but shaping the future. At the same time, this growing capital battle also reveals some uncomfortable truths about Chinese motorsport development. Money can build tracks and create teams, but it cannot instantly create generations of elite drivers and engineers. Many experienced figures inside the industry have pointed out that motorsport culture requires patience and long-term support. In many European countries, racing traditions are passed down through generations. Young drivers begin karting at an early age and grow up inside systems designed to develop discipline, confidence, and technical understanding. In China, however, many talented young people still face enormous pressure from family expectations. Some lose confidence after early failures. Others never receive enough time to develop naturally. The emotional pressure to succeed immediately can quietly destroy passion before talent fully matures. This is why many observers believe the next generation may change everything. Across China, simulator racing and online motorsport communities are growing rapidly. Young people who once had no access to racing culture can now study driving techniques, understand racing strategy, and build skills through virtual systems. Some industry experts believe this digital generation could eventually become the foundation of China's future motorsport success. In many ways, that is what makes this entire story so fascinating. It is not simply about celebrity influence or commercial sponsorships. It is about a country attempting to transform its identity. China is moving from manufacturing strength toward technological and cultural confidence. Motorsport has become one of the new battlegrounds where that transformation is visible. And perhaps that is why Wang Yibo's role feels so symbolic. Whether intentional or not, he has become a bridge connecting entertainment culture, fan economy, and industrial ambition. He introduced millions of young people to a world they previously ignored. He helped racing become part of mainstream conversation. More importantly, he proved that visibility itself can reshape an industry. Of course, not everyone agrees with this transformation. Some traditional racing fans worry that entertainment culture could overshadow the technical purity of motorsport. Others fear that commercial hype may distract from professional competition. Those concerns are understandable, but history shows that many global sports evolved only after finding ways to connect emotionally with larger audiences. Attention creates growth. Growth creates opportunity. The real challenge now is whether China can transform this momentum into long-term development. Can domestic companies build world-class engineering systems? Can young drivers receive enough support to compete internationally? Can motorsport culture grow beyond temporary trends and become a lasting part of youth ambition? For companies like BYD, the answer may shape the future of their global reputation. For young racing fans, it may shape future careers. And for celebrities like Wang Yibo, it represents something even more unusual. It shows how entertainment influence can quietly affect industries far beyond music or film. Right now, Chinese motorsport stands at a very unusual moment. The tracks are louder, the crowds are younger, the cameras are everywhere. But beneath the excitement, a much deeper competition is unfolding. It is a competition involving technology, branding, influence, and the future direction of an entire industry. And perhaps the most surprising part is that this story is only just beginning. Thank you so much for watching Star Watch Now. If you enjoyed today's story and want more deep dives into Chinese entertainment, celebrity influence, hidden industry battles, and the powerful changes happening behind the scenes, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our next update. Your support helps us continue exploring the stories behind the headlines and bringing you closer to the emotional and commercial worlds shaping modern entertainment and culture. We would also love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe celebrity influence is helping Chinese motorsport grow, or should racing remain separate from entertainment culture? Share your opinion in the comments below. Thank you again for being here with us today, and we'll see you in the next video on Star Watch Now.